And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to Coca-Cola Speedway as we get ready for race number 5 of Season 8 of the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series. We are here under the lights for some night track restrictor plate racing, and it's going to be good. 35 laps of racing. We had ourselves one really exciting race in the Mobile Cup Series race here yesterday, where we saw Joshua Collard take the win. It was his first Mobile Cup Series win of the season. Well, ironically enough, he's in this field here tonight, and his teammate out of Gonzalez Motorsports, Brandon Gonzalez, sits on the pole position for this evening's event. This is the Charles Bilardo 400 in tribute to Michael Norman's uncle, and obviously, as we said in the Mobile Cup Series race, thoughts and prayers, condolences of the NNSCRA go out to Michael Norman and his family. But we're getting ready here tonight for an exciting event, also an opportunity for a driver to not only win, get themselves into the All-Star race for this season, but possibly have a guaranteed spot in the chase for the championship. Already, I think we can basically say one driver is already automatically confirmed into this season's chase, and that is Trent Dunham, who just last week at Atlanta picked up his second straight victory of the season. He's won at Las Vegas. He's won last week at Atlanta. He'll look to be the first driver ever tonight in NNSCRA history to have won 3 consecutive Snickers Cup Series events in a row. It has been done in trucks before with James McLeod. We'll have to see if Trent Dunham may be able to make history here tonight. But as the points leader and as a 2-time winner of the season, it seems very likely that a guaranteed spot will go to the number 1 out of Sega Motorsports, and he will definitely be in the chase for the championship. I say that not including Levi McIntyre and Makoto Baguchi, because, we never know what to expect here with this season. If we do have more than 16 winners, it'll come down to the top 16 that have wins that are up in the top of the point standing. So, even though Makoto Baguchi won the Daytona 500, even though Levi McIntyre won back at Rockingham, UK, it does not yet mean that they are definitely guaranteed a spot in the chase until we get down to the nitty-gritty near the end of the regular season and see if we have 16 winners or more by the time that comes around. So, nonetheless, though, they are obviously in the running for a spot in the chase, are Langford and Noguchi, but we'll have to see what happens as we get ready here tonight for this race. Brandon Gonzalez on the pole. Why don't we actually get these cars rolling off here, because I've talked enough here. It's enough of a pre-race, I think, and it's time to see what these cars are going to do here. Our first restricted plate track since the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Let's see what they're going to do here tonight as Gonzalez starts on the point alongside of Joshua Balkowitz. Balkowitz 34th in points and not doing too well in rookie standings as well. As you take a look at the top of your screen here, starting lineup for the Charles Bilardo 400 tonight at Coca-Cola Speedway. Give you an overview of what the points look like coming into this race. Trent Dunham with back-to-back wins is still the points leader, 159 points. He is a total right now of 26 points ahead of Harrison Langford, who actually is coming off back-to-back finishes as well of second place. This is he's finished 2 straight weeks behind Trent Dunham. And I just noticed that the racing line is on. I apologize for that, but we're going to have to deal with it. But anyway, Harrison Langford, as I said, back-to-back runner-up finishes. You can bet he wants to get to victory lane something awful, as he's been so close in the past 2 weeks. Ralph Mason, he is 3rd in the point standings. 4th is Danny Wells, and Charles Jackson right now is 5th in points. William Duncan, James Siller Fox, Levi McIntyre, last night's winner Joshua Collard, and Sean Galligan. That is the top 10 in the point standings coming into this race. Brandon Gonzalez, the pole sitter tonight, comes into this race 12th in the standings. Big opportunity for him to move himself up inside the top 10 in the points. Oh boy, this is going to get really good, and the big question here is, can history be made tonight in Snickers Cup Series competition? There's a lot of ways the history actually could be made. We could have Trent Dunham end up going 3 for 3 in 3 straight starts to go into victory lane. We could have Mitsubishi, BMW, Chevy Camaro. We could see one of those teams go to victory lane here tonight for the very first time in NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series history. There's a lot of history that could be made here, and a lot of these drivers trying to make moves here to be able to get themselves into the All-Star race, but also situate themselves for an opportunity to be in the chase for the championship. Trent Dunham, the points leader and 2-time winner of the season, rolls off from the 12th position. We'll see what he can do tonight, but there are 41 other hungry drivers who want to win this race just as much. Brandon Gonzalez, the Mitsubishi Lancer out of Gonzalez Motorsports, will bring us down here to the green flag, and we are underway here in the Charles Bilardo 400. First car to step out of line immediately is Jacob Lawler going to the bottom, the defending Snickers Cup Series champion. And he will go to the point. He's got some drafting help in the form of Anthony McCurry in the 61. And Anthony's got a teammate behind him in James Silverfox. So the two Audis going to work the bottom here. And now Silverfox goes even lower with help from Zachary Fitzwater. Looks like we may have it 3 wide for the lead coming down into this corner. Make it 4 wide for the lead as Fitzwater makes a big move with Cody Lamas down the inside line. Lawler trying to cover all 4 lanes of traffic. Can't do it. Almost came down to Fitzwater. Fitzwater now gets moved out of the way. Here comes Cody Lamas for the lead. They are racing like it's the last lap, and we're just now coming down to complete lap 1. Cody Lamas will lead that lap. Look at this middle groove. Megan Atkins working with Levi McIntyre. Down low, that's Seth Cole working with Kyle Corbett. Your friends are where you find them, I guess, and a lot of drivers working with a lot of non-manufactured teammates or other such things. Whoa, Anthony McCurry back there almost got turned by Jessica Shelton. Close call there as he almost got into his own teammate, James Silverfox. But they're going to keep it clean and green, and somehow, some way, we're still racing. There's Tanner Sullivan going there on the extreme inside line, as right now Cody Lamas continues to lead. Whoa, Joshua Michaels moving second in points. Harrison Langford up the racetrack, and Silverfox is into the wall, and I think he just got into James Qualls. And somehow, some way, they saved it. How did they do that? How did they save that? They are almost practically 5 wide back here. But Qualls got bounced off of by James Silverfox, and somehow, some way, he saved it, and we are still green. Oh, look out, one other car up there in the wall. That time it's Levi McIntyre, and the tap out forward. He's got some damage on his machine now. But how are they still green? Dutta's back here. Points leader Trent Dunn's back here, too. Apparently those two must have gotten the wall earlier on. As right now it still is Cody Lamas leading the way, and you think back to Cody Lamas in our last restricted plate race at Daytona. Cody Lamas was actually quite a contender there in Gatorade Duel. He was in a backup car, won that event. And I can't really remember how he did in the Daytona 500, but the caution now is out. Caution flag is now out here on lap 4. I'm honestly quite surprised it took us this long to get a caution flag out the way they were racing, but caution is indeed waving. Oh, Makoto Iguchi is on pit road. The pole sitter Brandon Gonzalez has been collected in this as well. So the old adage, it's not where you start, it's where you finish, certainly applies there for Brandon Gonzalez. That's a tough break for a guy who comes into this race 12th in the point standings. Makoto Iguchi, ever since winning the 500, things have really been going south for that rookie driver as she sits on pit road, and the caution flag is indeed out for the first time here tonight. 31 laps to go when they hit the stripe. I don't know if any of these drivers may utilize some possible pit strategy and short pit here, but we're going to find out in just a moment. So we're looking at the leader, Cody Lamas. There's Zachary Fitzwater. Corbett's in 3rd. Langford runs in 4th, and Ashley LaPlante is up in 5th. Wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, I think Ashley LaPlante... Oh, no, she didn't. Never mind. I thought she started dead last, but she didn't. She started in 16th. Cody Lamas actually started in 15th, and in 4 laps, you can see he, actually in 1 lap, he moved up to the lead and held it for the last 3 laps. And they are coming to pit road. And it looks like whatever the wreck was with Gonzalez and Iguchi took place right here coming down to the entrance of pit road. And I almost don't want to say it, but I almost think maybe someone may have hit that big pit wall there. I've seen this happen before where drivers hit that pit wall, and I shudder to think of what might have happened. Nonetheless, though, pit stops going on here, and nobody has decided to stay out. Everybody is coming into pit road. Let's see if they're going to go with tires. Yeah, right sides at least for the Lowe's Camaro of Cody Lamas. Will they go around and change lefts? Nope, only right side tires for Cody Lamas, and he is down and away. Harrison Langford coming out right behind him. Wow. Almost thought about maybe passing him on pit road. Not able to do it, though. It looks like everybody's going to be okay coming off pit road here. Let's jump to our pit lane camera and make sure. Got to look back there because this is quite a frenzy on pit road here. They're 3 wide on pit road. I don't even know who those people are. Looks like it was, whoa, 4 wide off pit road. Man! That was crazy. Caution flag is out, though. Cody Lamas, first on, first off of pit road. He will remain the leader on our restart, but let's take a look and see what brought out this caution for the first time here tonight at Coca-Cola Speedway. This was going through turn 3 and coming out of turn 4. Brandon Gonzalez, the pole sitter, had slipped quite a ways back, was back on the inside line trying to work his way back towards the front. Going to make contact here with the Daytona 500 winner Makoto Iguchi coming out of 4, and yep, that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to get her in the left rear. Whoa, both cars go airborne as they go onto the apron, and then, oh my goodness, hard into that inside safer barrier for both the 23 and the 9. Good Lord, and then, oh no, don't tell me. Sliding straight down towards the pit wall. Iguchi nail. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Those cars were going about 75 miles per hour still by the time they hit that wall. And look at the air they got. Oh, that is a scary, scary wreck. Holy cow. The pole sitter, Brandon Gonzalez, and former winner this season, the winner of the Daytona 500, Makoto Iguchi. Scary, scary ride for the both of them. Good grief. Gotta hope both of those drivers are okay, but oh my goodness. That is one of the hardest hits I've seen taken here at Coca-Cola this entire weekend. I mean, James McLeod took a wild barrel roll in yesterday's Mobile Cup Series race, but it was nothing compared to the impact we just saw right there. That is scary to even watch, but we're under the caution for something catastrophic here under our first yellow. Brandon Gonzalez and Makoto Iguchi pile driving both the inside safer barrier as well as the entrance to pit road wall. Man, mayhem happening early here at Coca-Cola. Let's head back for the restart now. So the lights are out atop the pace car. We'll go back to green on lap 8 of 35. Drivers that are out of the race are the two that you basically just saw have that hard impact, and they are Makoto Iguchi and Brandon Gonzalez. Everybody else has been able to continue. Ian Dutta, Levi McIntyre, Trent Dunham, they all spent a little bit of extra time on pit road to repair their damaged race cars. I believe James Qualls did the same. A lot of beating and banging there, and amazingly enough, it came down to just 2 cars wrecking under our first yellow of the evening. Cody Lamas' team was very pristine on pit road, got him out first as he came in first. So he'll restart as the leader. Harrison Langford second. Third, Kyle Corbett. Zachary Fitzwater is in 5th. And 6th place now is Ashley LaPlante. Nathan Hudson runs in 6th. 7th place, Joshua Michaels. Charles Jackson's in 8th. Tanner Sullivan in 9th. And Ralph Mason will complete the top 10. Dylan Young runs 11th. 12th, Megan Atkins. Jacob Lawler's 13th. 14th is Seth Cole. 15th is Michael Norman. 16th, Danny Wells. 17th place will be Anthony McCurry. Isaac Canepa in 18th. 19th, Joshua Collard. And finishing out the top 20 will be William Duncan. Let's give you a full field rundown here. 21st, Dylan Potey. 22nd, Sean Galligan. 23rd, Kyle Matthews. John Citadino lines up 24th with James McLeod in 25th. 26th is Charles Sanford. Bob Jones in 27th. 28th, Sean Henley. 29th place is going to be Joshua Bulkowitz. Noah Hart in 30th. 31st, Jessica Shelton. 32nd, Jake Rogers. Cole Daly's 33rd. Chris Washer 34th. 35th, Dougie Shears. James Qualls in 36th, 37th, James Silverfox. Trent Dunham runs 38th, 39th, Levi McIntyre, and Ian Dutta is in 40th place. So all those drivers I saw back there that had damage before we end up having that caution flag, Ian Dutta, James Qualls, Trent Dunham, Levi McIntyre, and James Silverfox, you saw that they did not have any more damage on the left side of their machines, which is where I saw most of the damage on their cars. So apparently they will probably be back up to speed, and we'll see what they can do here on a single file restart for the first time here tonight. Lap 8 of 35 is when the green's going to come back out. Cody Lamas ready to get us back underway. Look who's running second, Harrison Langford. Second seems to be his middle name here this season. I don't know. Green flag back out here on lap number 8. We got ourselves a total of 28 laps to go. And immediately, Cody Lamas going to get moved up the racetrack. Harrison Langford looking for the lead. Langford has been very strong this season, but he needs a victory if he's going to get himself in the competition for the chase for the championship. Meanwhile, right behind him, here comes Kyle Corbett to the bottom, and now here comes Zachary Fitzwater, and now he's got his teammate out of Heavy Metal Motorsports, Nathan Hudson, there to help him. Remember how impressed we were with these two back at Daytona? Well, apparently they're wasting no time impressing us here tonight at Coca-Cola as well. As Kyle Corbett's going to lead a lap, and Corbett's been having a very difficult season so far. Wow, look at him snaking back there. Corbett right now comes in 31st in the points standings. He was a former winner last season. Now this season, it's not really been going too well for him. But maybe tonight, maybe, just maybe, he could win at Coca-Cola Speedway. They continue to fan out behind him, single file between the top four, one Toyota and three Fords. Langford, Fitzwater, and Hudson. And now Hudson's going to go underneath his own teammate now. That's for the third position. The one thing I have found out about this particular track, I've been on track here, found out the fundamentals of this particular restrictor plate track, and it does not exactly follow the rules of the draft. This is a restrictor plate track. It brings out the restrictor plate track speeds. However, it is very difficult to draft in these corners because the car tightens up on you so badly that it drifts up the track, and it's very hard to keep a nice two-car tandem going. A lot of times you see drivers, they're running together and then the guy in front of them slips up and they have to go underneath them for that position. We saw a classic case of that just moments ago with Nathan Hudson going underneath of Zachary Fitzwater. Speaking of Hudson, he's just gotten stuck on the extreme high line. He's almost up there scraping the wall. And here comes William Duncan to the bottom. William Duncan in the 12, and I just thought I heard a car leaving pit road. Danny Wells is on pit road. Now why, I'm not certain, and I just saw some damage as well on the front of the Jake Rogers machine. Again, not exactly certain why. Danny Wells now leaving pit road. There is Jake Rogers. You can see on the front of his Doritos Ford, there is indeed a buckle there. I wonder if maybe he and Danny got together. Oh, spin up ahead, spin! Megan Atkins has spun it. And is that a caution? It is indeed. Caution is out as Megan Atkins has spun on the back straightaway. Caution for the second time this evening at Coca-Cola. And it looks like Kyle Corbett will be the one to lead us down here to this caution flag. William Duncan second, and now Charles Sanford coming from out of nowhere. He's up in third place, crossing the stripe here for our second yellow. And I believe it was just a solo car incident. No, it wasn't. Dylan Pote was also collected, and so too was Cody Lamas. Lamas was up here at the front for a while, led us under our last restart. And Megan Atkins out of Michael Norman Motorsports collected as well. I only saw her spin, but may have been much more than that. I don't know. Kyle Corbett is the leader under the caution. Let's jump back and look at a replay of what just happened. Well, this incident is going to take place just around near midway through this field. Cody Lamas, who led a number of laps here today. Oh, it was Dylan Young started it. He got the wall coming off two, and then he bounced down to Cody Lamas. Lamas then down right in front of Megan Atkins. Dougie Shears goes to the apron to avoid it. Oh, and then Megan Atkins going to hit Cody again. That causes Cody Lamas to start flipping and barrel rolling down the back straightaway. Almost kind of shades of James McLeod. Oh, and then there's where Pote gets involved. He got the Megan Atkins machine. Oh, wow, and look at the smoke just pour out of the back of the 31. That car, the brakes are gone. That car is just going on its own as Cody continues to flip. Look at that thing. That thing is barrel rolling crazy. It's almost exactly what happened to James McLeod in the Moment Cup Series race here yesterday. All that momentum, nothing but concrete and pavement there, and that's not going to kill a car's momentum at all. I mean, look at him still flipping, still barrel rolling, going 70 miles an hour at the time that he's barrel rolling, just continues to go. Where's Pote at this time? I think he may have, yeah, he slid down into the inside retaining wall. He had nothing to be able to say about where that car was going. Megan Atkins was able to drive away, but Cody's car continues to flip, continues to barrel roll. He crossed the line in the 16th position the last time, and how ironic, the driver that started that whole thing, Dylan Young, after he got up there into that outside wall coming off of two, he did not get collected in this at all. And there you see Danny Wells coming off pit road. According to what we've heard, Danny Wells had a tire going down. So a tough break there for the 4 car. I think he is at least 1 lap down. But maybe if drivers pit, he'll be back on the tail of the lead lap. You never know. But man, a wild ride for Cody Lamas. A hard hit for Dylan Poteet. It's actually taken on board with that 31 car. Watch how when Dylan Poteet hits Megan Atkins, he has absolutely no control over where the car goes. Take a listen. And that car was just going to keep going straight until it hit something. It finally did hit that inside wall. So they'll line up for the restart. Anthony McCrory, I believe, stayed out. I don't know for certain, but I think he did. Everybody else came to pit road. So McCrory is actually going to line up as the leader. Danny Wells is scored 1 lap down right now. So if he can get by Anthony McCrory, maybe get a quick caution, he'll be back on the lead lap. But McCrory is the leader. Still, I'm not certain if he came to pit road or not. I don't think he did, though. Second place is going to be William Duncan, who was first off of pit road of the drivers who did pit. Kyle Corbett lines up in third. Kyle Matthews in fourth. And fifth is Charles Sanford with Harrison Langford in sixth. Seventh is Tanner Sullivan, James McLeod in eighth. Ninth, John Cittadino, and 10th is Nathan Hudson. There's Jacob Lawler, Seth Cold, Sean Galligan, Jessica Shelton, and Chris Washer. That's the top 15. Then the top 20 are going to be Dougie Shears, Joshua Balkowitz, Joshua Michaels, Charles Jackson, and Michael Norman. Haven't talked much about Trent Dunham since the very beginning of this race when we saw he had some damage after getting up into the outside safer barrier at one point. He'll restart in the 28th position, and right now with where he's running, Harrison Langford would take over the points lead, I do believe. And so Trent Dunham's got to get something going here in order to make sure he's going to keep the points lead heading into next week at Auto Club. Nonetheless, though, Anthony McCrory getting ready to put us back under the green. They got to go through turns 3 and 4 here. We'll update you on the drivers that are currently out of the race. And basically, it's just the 3 that we saw get involved in the wreck. Megan Atkins has gone behind the wall, as have Cody Lamas and Dylan Poteet. Cody Lamas came into this race 20th in the points. Megan Atkins 32nd in standings, and Dylan Poteet 39th. So none of those 3 drivers really needed to have this happen tonight. But it did. Coca-Cola, man, the high speeds bring about the high octane wrecks, and we've seen our fair share here this weekend of drivers going for very, very wild rides. As Anthony McCrory, William Duncan, Corbett, Matthews, and Sanford get ready to get us back underway. Green flag is back out at Coca-Cola. Danny Wells did not get as good a jump as I'm sure he would have liked to, as now Kyle Corbett's going to go way down to the bottom and now stick the lap machine of Danny Wells in the middle. Nope, Danny's able to throw the block. And here comes Danny Wells. Now, if he could get past Anthony McCrory and be ahead of him if a caution comes out, Danny Wells would be back on the lead lap. And Danny comes in 4th in the point standings, too, so this tire problem really was a killer, I guess, for this Ford team. Right now, he's still right up here at the front. If he could just get ahead of Anthony McCrory, he's looking for some drafting buddy to be able to help him do so. As behind him, here comes Kyle Corbett, and here comes Charles Sanford. Now, we saw already one Mitsubishi Lancer have trouble, and that was, of course, the Pulsar to Brandon Gonzalez. Sanford, on the other hand, he's having a very good run right now, and Sanford's actually been moving his way up through points, too. He's up to 21st in the point standings right now. Former Daytona 500 winner, running very well here tonight now at Coca-Cola as well. Not too far behind there is Seth Cole, the representative for BMW, highest running right now. His teammates not too far behind, Sean Galligan and Joshua Michaels, but at the current moment, Seth Cole is running up inside the top 10. And there you see Joshua Michaels moving out there 4 wide under Dougie Shears, John Cittadino, and James McLeod as he's trying to get up here with his RGE BMW racing teammate. Danny Wells, the lap car has now been kicked to the high side. Now Anthony McCrory's got company in the form of Kyle Corbett. Oh, McLeod's into the wall and almost got into Sean Galligan, and I think Charles Jackson almost got wrecked. Man, he had to pull it way down to the bottom. Look at Kyle Matthews. Had to almost go, I think he did have to actually go down in that no racing zone, did the 24, in order to avoid having a wreck happen there. He will not get penalized for that because he was forced there. But, man, that was close. As Langford's up and into the fence is the 43, second in points, and that's going to lose him some valuable track position as the battle's on for the lead again. Here comes Seth Cole to the bottom. Looking low on William Duncan and Kyle Corbett, but I don't think he'll be able to make the move just yet as Duncan is able to clear him. Now here comes Seth Cole. He's found a little tiny hole to the inside of Duncan. Duncan trying to close it up, but he's not going to be able to. Seth Cole to the inside, drafting help from Noah Hart. First time we've seen the number 81 Audi up at the front here yet tonight. And here he comes to the bottom. And here comes John Cittadino looking 4 wide with help from Jessica Shelton. And I believe that's Jacob Lawler on the inside as well. Seth Cole tried to throw the block on Cittadino, to no avail. Cittadino to the bottom. Now here comes Jessica Shelton. 3 wide for the lead as Duncan gets the wall back there. Almost collected Sean Henley. Henley had to turn a dead left in order to avoid that 12 machine up in the outside safer barrier. And now here comes Jacob Lawler, the defending Snickers Cup Series champ, to the bottom. Right behind him, a former champion in Charles Jackson. And look at Hendrick coming up here on that inside line. The 5, the 88, the 24. They're all up here. The Chevy Camaros out of Hendrick Daly Motorsports. And we saw Kyle Corbett up here at the front. Here comes his teammate out of Gibbs Waltrip Mayonnaise Racing. Charles Jackson's now at the front. It's side by side between 2 teammates right now. Cole Daly in the 88 and Jacob Lawler in the 5. Now here comes another of the BMWs. Sean Galligan in the 44 is now making his presence felt up here. Zachary Fitzwater coming back to the front. Dougie Shears, first time tonight we've seen the Reese Chevrolet out of Michael Norman Motorsports come to the inside and go towards the front. Remember, Michael Norman Motorsports won the Moblin Cup Series race here last night with Joshua Collard. Can they go for the sweep here at Coca-Cola? Ashley LaPlante now makes a move to the inside. There's the other car out of the Hendrick Daly Motorsports stables. So all 4 of the remaining Hendrick Daly Motorsports machines are up here at the front. The 5, the 24, the 25, and the 88. Cody Lamas, of course, has been involved in a wreck. He was in that barrel roll. He's not in this running of this win anymore. And somebody just came off pit road. I don't know who it was. It was McCrory. So apparently McCrory is going to have to pay for the fact that he did not come down pit road under that last caution. That's going to lose him a lot of track position unless this thing goes clean and green and we may have some more green flag pit stops before this race is over. We will have to see if that's going to be the case, but right now Anthony McCrory is in a very precarious situation. Twinix Racing, Sean Henley has now found his way down to the bottom. He's up in the top 10 now there in the Chrome 57, making his way to the inside. Is just back there, Jessica Shelton and Joshua Michaels almost wrecked as Shelton got the turn 4 wall. And now a couple more players coming up here into view. How about the Mitsubishi of Joshua Collard, our winner from the Moblin Cup Series race here yesterday? He's coming up the inside line, making a move there on his teammate in the 03, Charles Sanford. Corbett trying to find a line to the inside as well. I'm also seeing Uper Motorsports Dodge of Chris Washer come up the inside line as well in that number 10 machine. Now this is a guy that's really been having a whole lot of trouble this season so far. 2-time winner last season, comes in this season 38th in points, and he actually won this event last season. So he's trying to, for the 2nd straight season, win at Coca-Cola Speedway. As I believe I just saw someone head to pit road. Dylan Young is coming to pit road. Here comes his teammate, William Duncan, pitting as well. Tanner Sullivan is in, and so too is Trent Dunham. Green flag pit stops are starting to take place here at Coca-Cola. This could come down to pit strategy. And one guy who's got to be mighty happy to be seeing some drivers peeling for pit road right now has got to be Anthony McCrory, because this, if everybody pits, this will cycle him back around onto the lead lap and maybe up here towards the front. As right now it is all Hendrick Daly Motorsports up near the front. The 25 of Ashley LaPlante, the 88 of Cole Daly, and not too far behind there, the 5 of Jacob Lawler. This has been the strongest I've actually seen this team in a long time. As wait a minute, I believe Lawler may have just headed pit road. Yes, he did. Charles Jackson is coming as well. Also Nathan Hudson, and that's also Seth Cole in the BMW hitting pit road. So about 4 more drivers hitting pit road this lap. As now Cole Daly moves to the front, Dougie Shears to 2nd, 3rd Ashley LaPlante, now under fire from Charles Sanford, and Sean Galligan now looking to make it 3 wide there as he's in the 5th position. So when are all these other drivers going to have to come pit road? That is the big question. As right now Cole Daly leads the way here. Cole Daly was winless last season. He'd love to be able to win here this season as he's not coming to pit road. Is anybody here from this lead pack coming? It does not appear so. Oh, here come a few. Oh, spinner, Collard! Collard is spun on the front straightaway as Matthews, Qualls, and Danny Wells are coming to pit road. Where is the Collard machine? Where is he? There he is. Oh, that wasn't Collard. I thought it was. It was Harrison Langford. My apologies. And the caution is out. Caution is out. This is bad news for all those drivers who just pitted under this last run, because they are going to remain a lap down to the leaders as a result. Oh man, that was the last thing those drivers needed to see as they come down here to the caution. Sanford takes down low on Ashley LaPlante, but I think LaPlante's going to get it on the high side. Ashley LaPlante is going to lead under the yellow flag, but what a tough break for a number of drivers who did pit under this when it was coming down to what was going to be green flag pit stops, and the spinning Harrison Langford on the front straightaway is what's going to bring out the caution. And this is going to be with just about 10 laps to go as well. 9 to go and they hit the stripe. Well, we basically know who this incident involved. It was the 43 of Harrison Langford, second in points. Let's see if we can find out exactly how this wreck happened. And actually, it was more of a spin than a wreck. But man, that's just going to throw a whole lot of pit strategy out the window. And a number of drivers now are going to be caught a lap down as a result. Well, Langford at the time was running in the 26th position. And let's see what exactly happens here. He's going to come up here on the Ian Dutta machine, and then he gets hit from behind, and oh my goodness. He kind of got flat out turned around by his teammate Jake Rogers, and then another hit there from the 19. Boy, I don't want to say that was intentional. I mean, Jake Rogers is a part owner of the team. I highly doubt he would wreck his own driver, but there must have been more than meets the eye there. Apparently, the only thing I can assume is that possibly with everybody coming to pit road, it may have slowed up a couple of drivers up ahead there, like Tanner Sullivan and Ian Dutta, and I think it may have woed up the 43. He got on the brakes, and his teammate Jake Rogers was there to draft with him, and with the 43 slowing down, the 19 was not ready for that reaction and just ran into the back of him. That's what spun him around. That's a tough break there for Langford, though, and Jake Rogers, as a result, has gotten a lot more damage to his machine as well. But the heartbreak goes to all those drivers who were pitting under this green flag, and now, as a result of this caution coming out, they're going to be caught a lap down. There you see William Duncan coming by. He'll be one of them. So too will Dylan Young. A lot of drivers that were up here at the front are going to get caught a lap down now for the finish of this race, as Langford, spinning on the front straightaway, puts us under the caution one more time here tonight at Coca-Cola. So after this caution flag, we're getting ready to go back to green. We'll have a total of 6 laps to go. We'll go back green on lap 30 of 35. Everybody came down pit road that is on the lead lap. Charles Sanford comes out as the leader. Second place, Dougie Shears. Ashley LaPlante is in third. Fourth place will be Cole Daly with Sean Galligan fifth, Chris Washer sixth, seventh Joshua Michaels, Ralph Mason's eighth, ninth is Noah Hart, and Zachary Fitzwater now runs 10th. Then it's Corbett, McLeod, Cittadino, Dutta, and Bulkowitz, the top 15. Top 20 are Bob Jones, Jessica Shelton, James Silverfox, Joshua Collard, and Harrison Langford. Then the rest of the cars on the lead lap, at least in this line, are Sean Henley 21st, 22nd Michael Norman 23rd, Levi McIntyre 24th, Isaac Canepa, and 25th Jake Rogers. There is Danny Wells. He is now, I believe, still a lap down. Yup, he is in 37th. But here's these drivers. They are on the tail end of the lead lap, as they are going to restart ahead of the leader. Kyle Matthews 26th, 27th Jacob Lawler, Nathan Hudson 28th, Seth Cole 29th, Charles Jackson 30th, Dylan Young 31st, Anthony McCurry 32nd, 33rd Tanner Sullivan, 34th James Qualls, 35th the points leader Trent Dunham, and William Duncan, last car on the lead lap, in 36th place. So not only a curveball thrown for those drivers that pitted under that green flag run just before the caution, but now it's also a curveball for the drivers that are on the lead lap as far as being able to pit under that caution flag, because they're going to have to contend with drivers on the tail end of the lead lap ahead of them here in the closing stages, and drivers that we know for certain are up to speed. Here we go. It's going to be 6 laps to go. Cole Daly jumping down low here on Dougie Shears. Now that is for position. We're going to have to try and update you on what's for position and what is not. And I'll tell you one thing that is for position. Dougie Shears just moving by Charles Sanford. He is now the leader. Second place now is the 88 of Cole Daly, as they're working with the 12 of William Duncan, who is right now just barely on the lead lap. Look at these drivers falling now a lap down. Trent Dunham's now a lap down. Tanner Sullivan is now a lap down. And now Dougie Shears trying to put William Duncan a lap down. But here comes Cole Daly for the lead on him. Oh man, it's going to be hard to maneuver my way through this thing. Man, oh man. Here comes Joshua Michaels. He's on the lead lap. Danny Wells gets the wall, gets into Tanner Sullivan. Sullivan hangs on to it. What a save! As here comes Michaels to the bottom, looking for the lead off of Cold Alley. Chris Washer has to go into the no racing zone in order to avoid a wreck. Man, they are racing tooth and nail here, and if a caution comes out here at any point, this race will be over. James Qualls now goes down a lap. Joshua Michaels about to put his own teammate Seth Cole a lap down now. Now coming up on the inside of Anthony McCurry and Jacob Lawler. They would fall a lap down if the 04 gets past them. As here comes Sean Galligan underneath Charles Sanford. That's a battle for second place. 4 wide for that position. One car ahead of them remains on the tail of the lead lap. That's the 24 of Kyle Matthews. As right now, it's RGE BMW Racing 1-2. Michaels in the 04. Galligan in the 44. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater trying to be the highest running rookie. He is going all over the back of Charles Sanford. Here comes Kyle Corbett up the inside line. This thing ain't over yet, folks, as Michaels will hang on to the lead, put Kyle Matthews a lap down. Now all the lead lap cars are coming up here towards the front. Michaels, he's on the lead lap. Galligan is. So is Sanford. So is Fitzwater. Next then lead lap car would be the 56 of Kyle Corbett. BMW trying to chase history here tonight. Joshua Michaels trying to become the first BMW in NNSCRA history to go to victory lane. Sean Galligan right there pushing it, but now here comes Galligan to the bottom looking for the lead. Galligan to the inside. Michaels to the high side as Kyle Matthews gets the wall off of turn 4, but he keeps it together. We are still racing. Drag race there to the line between some teammates. Galligan, I believe, just barely got that. Here come a couple more drivers to the inside line that are on the lead lap. John Cittadino is one of them, coming up here on the inside of Kyle Corbett. Don't count him out just yet. I'm trying to see if any other players may come up here into the hunt. There's Ashley LaPlante. She's up here, and I think I may have just seen James McLeod coming up here to the front all of a sudden. That is the 51. James McLeod could be up here very soon, as right now, the two teammates from BMW, they are separated by the rookie Zachary Fitzwater no longer. Michaels peeks to the inside. He'll take the second position away. Here comes Kyle Corbett in the 56, though, up the inside line as his teammate Jackson to the wall, and they're wrecking! He just wrecked with somebody! That may be the caution if it is! Galligan's won! Is it a caution? It is! Caution's out! Galligan wins it! Galligan has put BMW into victory lane for the first time ever in NNSCRA history as he will win the Charles Bilardo 400 here tonight at Coca-Cola Speedway. Caution out with 2 to go at the line. They were not able to be across the start-finish line before Charles Jackson got into somebody. I couldn't even really see who it was that he got. But Sean Galligan is going to pick up his first Snickers Cup Series win of the season as he'll win here tonight. And BMW, for the very first time in only their 5th start of the season, is going to go to victory lane. And Galligan may have, with tonight's win, potentially locked himself up a spot in this season's Snickers Cup Series chase for the championship. Wow. That was unbelievable. For Audi, when they made their debut into the Snickers Cup Series, it only took them 1 race with Noah Hart at Darlington. BMW, it's only taken them now only 5 races before they get into victory lane here in Snickers Cup. White flag is going to be displayed for Sean Galligan this time around. There you see the lingering smoke in 4. The reason caution is out. Let's jump back and quickly look at a replay before coming back to the checkered flag. While Charles Jackson was running the junior line, I guess. Man, it gets up here. I don't know if he's touching the wall at this point or not. He could reach out the window and touch the wall, though. Right there now, he is into the wall, running way up the track, and I think he is going to come down. I think it's going to be Kyle Matthews in the 24 he's going to collect. Oh, and right beneath them, Noah Hart got into Jacob Lawler. Oh, man, not again. Oh, Lord! That's Lawler going upside down there after hitting the wall. Kyle Matthews as well gets airborne. Jackson gets the inside safer barrier. And look at James Silverfox going down to the apron, down towards pit road. Is he going to avoid it all? Oh, not quite. Oh, man, he tried taking the safest way around, and he tried going to pit road. He did get a tiny piece of Charles Jackson, but good grief. Let's take another camera angle of that and look at the Jacob Lawler incident. That, I believe, was with Noah Hart. Oh, they were still wrecking up here, too. Oh, man, they really were. Oh, because he came right back into traffic. Holy cow. Look at this. 4 wide here with McCrory, Dylan Young, Jacob Lawler, and Noah Hart. Hart hooks Jacob Lawler. Lawler is airborne this whole time, then gets the wall. The car goes flipping over on his roof, and watch this. The car is going to flip back up into traffic. This is one scary wreck, folks. Holy cow, the car that's going to get targeted is going to be Ralph Mason's Pontiac, flipping 5 car right in front of him. He's going to get hit. Up into the catch fence goes Lawler. That's one of the craziest rides I think I've seen all season. Canepa gets a tiny piece of Ralph Mason, and then it ain't over. Joshua Collard gets a piece of it. Ian Dutta goes underneath the 5 car. That then sends his car into a barrel roll. Look at the carnage. Another hit to Ralph Mason from Ian Dutta. Oh my goodness. You can't even see here. Oh my goodness. I'm in complete shock. That is one of the scariest wrecks I've seen all season. Mason's car ends up on his lid. I think it will come back onto all 4 wheels, though. There's Collard's car. It obviously was dead. And then where's Lawler? Where did Dutta go? Did Dutta? Oh, there he is. Oh my goodness. We got to take some onboards, folks. I'm sorry, but this... Oh my goodness. Well, we wanted to get an onboard with Jacob Lawler, but the camera did not survive. So here's onboard with the Pontiac of Ralph Mason. 3rd in points. I mean, what do you do when a car is flipping up in front of you and you're going over 200 miles an hour? Tell me, what do you do? Now on board with Ian Dutta's Dodge. Watch him go underneath the flipping Jacob Lawler. Wow. Joshua Collard took one mighty hard hit right there as well. Man, oh man. And now with Charles Jackson. Watch here as he gets way up into the wall, and this is how the wreck starts. There's a hit from James Silverfox, and you saw Jacob Lawler just fly in the air immediately after hitting that wall. And you just hear the squealing there of more drivers sliding down the front straightaway. Dutta, Collard, and several others as this wreck just continued to go and go and go with seemingly no end. A lot of hard hits for drivers. Let's get one more last onboard, shall we? Our last onboard will be with the Kyotech Audi of James Silverfox. Back here working with Ralph Mason. Neither of them are going to be able to get through this wreck without getting some damage. Watch this. Right there, slowed down, tried to get to pit road, and look at the chaos up ahead of him there on the front straightaway. Just black smoke, gray smoke, white smoke, smoke in general just engulfing the entire front straightaway. Well, what a night for RGE BMW Racing as they are going to come down here in a 1-2 finish. Joshua Michaels crossed the line in second right behind his teammate Sean Galligan. So BMW having a great night here tonight at Coca-Cola, and Sean Galligan, for the first time in Season 8, is going to be a Snickers Cup Series winner as he crossed the stripe and wins the Charles Bilardo 400 at Coca-Cola Speedway. His teammate Joshua Michaels in second, 1-2 finish in the first ever win for BMW in the NNSCRA Snickers Cup Series. What a night. Unbelievable. Coca-Cola certainly not disappointing here this season, no doubt about it, and Galligan may have just locked himself up at spot in this season's Snickers Cup Series chase. Second place was Michaels. How about the highest running rookie tonight, Zachary Fitzwater? What a great run right there for that driver out of Heavy Metal Motorsports. Fitzwater comes into this race 33rd in points. His best run was back at Daytona. Apparently he really has his restrictor plate program down well as he got 3rd place tonight. Kyle Corbett, what a well-needed run for this driver. 31st in points, was up front all night long, and he'll finish with a decent run of 4th place. John Citadino coming from out of nowhere to finish in 5th place here tonight. Great run for a guy who comes in 35th in the point standings. 6th place was Joshua Balkowitz, so another driver, 34th in points, who needed a good run, got it. And Ashley LaPlante is going to finish the evening out in 7th place. She comes into this race 15th in points. She could be up inside the top 10 with this top 10 run here tonight. In 8th place was the guy who won this event last season, Chris Washer. A nice run for him tonight in that 10 machine. Washer comes into this race 38th in points, so a very well-needed run for him. Bob Jones, a great run tonight for him in the 9th position. We really didn't talk about the 27 at all tonight, but he comes away with 9th place, comes in 18th in points. This will move him up in the standings. And how about James McLeod? Nice run tonight for the Tweenix Racing Mountain Dew Pitch Black Chevrolet, as he'll come away with the 10th position here this evening. But it's all Sean Galligan. He'll be going to victory lane in the number 44 Hartlepool BMW M3, as BMW, for the first time in NSCRA history, goes to victory lane in a Snickers Cup Series event. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race from Coca-Cola. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become part of the crew today. Be sure to share this video with your friends, and comment below if you took part in this event to be able to keep your ride for the remainder of Season 8. Once again, congratulations to Sean Galligan and BMW on their very first career NSCRA victory. A 1-2 finish tonight for the BMW team. Have you been watching a production of the NSCRA Offline Racing at its best? Here comes your official full finish results, overall point standings, and rookie points. Heading into next week, we got trucks at Atlanta, then the Snickers and Mobile Cup Series cars at Auto Club. Hope you'll tune in for that race weekend. If you've been watching a production of the NSCRA Offline Racing at its best, I'll see you guys next time. Sean Henley got turned by Dunham, and he saved it! What are these guys doing? Oh, and Henley just got turned now. That time he got turned. Logan Wilson is flipping on his roof. Dylan Young is collected. Sosnowski collected. Dylan Young is now flipping. Citadino's involved. Mary Cole is in it. Drew Lawson has been collected, and Dylan Young continues to flip. Now comes the rest. There is our caution.